Today, we're going to talk about a very heated topic in this mixed couple household.
Abendbrot.
No, not food. We're going to talk about how we treat common sickness because apparently me and German boyfriend, coming from two different cultures, has two completely different practices when it comes to treating sickness like cold, back pain, headache, things like that.
Mhm.
And it was lead to a lot of argument at the beginning when we started living together. So let's just go through some of the sickness today and see how us Vietnamese treats it and how Germans would treat it. You excited, honey?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with the common cold. How would you treat it, sir?
With tea and some rest.
And
Maybe chicken broth?
do you need medication for it?
No.
Why?
Why should you? Your body will cure it by itself.
Okay.
You can support it with the tea and some other stuff. You can also have fennel honey. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? That's it?
Maybe some orange juice. I don't know, lime juice.
Yeah.
Hot lemon.
In Vietnam, the moment you started the sniffle, you go to the pharmacy immediately and they give you like 100 pills. And then every meal, you have to take at least like 10 pills. You don't even know what is the pills, but you just take it. And in Vietnam, they don't sell you the pill in like a whole tablet because it would cost too much. They would cut it from the tablet. Like there's 10 of them. They cut 2 of them and they give you 2 pieces of medicine. You don't even know what that is because the name is already getting cut away. There was no instruction.
That shocked me to the core.
The doctor just wrote there like, drink this 2 times per day. You always have
the first time we were there in a pharmacy and the lady asked, how many do you need? And I was, I think 1 is enough. And I meant 1 pack. And then she opens the pack and cuts out 1 pill of paracetamol. And I'm like,
yeah.
Are you allowed to do this?
Well, I mean, our country were poor in the old time. So many people cannot afford to buy the whole tablet. So they came up with that idea and it's still until now. Every time I go home, I throw away all of the single medication my mom bought because we don't know when it will expire. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that is the problem. I mean, you have no clue when it expires. You also have no like instructions.
Exactly. But coming back to the medication, they gave you like at least 10 pills. You have vitamin, you have something against the headache, you have something against your sore throat, you have something against the fever, and most importantly, antibiotics. Immediately when you got sick, the first thing you have is antibiotic. And they don't even tell you like you must take it 10 days or something. They just gave you some antibiotic and people just assume like you take it until you feel better and you stop. And I didn't know that was insane. Even after I came here and learned about antibiotic, I freaked out. I was going crazy because I was thinking of my family and stuff because, oh my God, we were just taking antibiotics like crazy in Vietnam with no prescription whatsoever. It's like paracetamol for the Netherlands people. They just take it just for funsies. It's crazy.
Can I talk from my experience?
Yes.
At our very first trip, like back in 2016, in the last days of the trip, I started to be sick. And I hoped it was by the aircon or something. But then I really got fever always in the evening. And it was really, really bad. And like it got so bad that the day of the departure came and we were like, okay, I think we need to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
And we were actually very, very scared because the symptoms were kind of the same like with dengue fever. And of course, some mosquitoes bit me. But then at the end, it was not dengue. It was a tonsillitis, like infection of the tonsils. And it was so bad. It was so bad. I didn't know that it can get that bad. But the doctor gave me literally 6 different kinds of medicine. I don't know. I was so shocked, but like the doctor told me I was about to fly, so I was doing everything that he said. And then at home, I went to my doctor and showed him everything, and he was completely shocked about everything I got. And then I was like, okay, so should I keep taking it? And he was like, no, you stop taking that now. Oh, that was really crazy.
Yep. Also with the cold, we also do a lot of like homemade sauna as well, because we believe that once the bad sweat go out, you're gonna get better very quickly. So we just basically have like a blanket over us, and then we have a very hot pot
Inhaling.
with water, and we got a lot of herbs inside.
Uh-huh.
And then we just inhale them, and then just let us sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat.
Over
Normally,
here, you can also do that against the
oh really?
cold.
At home?
Yeah.
Never seen you guys do
Like
that.
you're doing inhaling.
Wow.
We even bought a thingy for doing.
No. I mean like the whole thing, so that the whole body is sweating.
The
not
whole body.
No, exactly. So we have the whole blanket over you. So you sweat like crazy inside with that giant pot. The pot is super big too, so you
Really?
like crazy. It's like sauna, honey.
Oh, okay, then.
Yep. The thing is, I was really lucky when I was in Vietnam because I couldn't swallow pill at all. I have a very strong reflex. What is it called?
Gagging reflex?
Gag reflex. So whenever I have any pills on my throat, I'm just throwing it up. So I took like very few pills in my whole life, and that is why I didn't take a lot of like antibiotics or like medicine in general. And it was actually very lucky. After I came here, I understand that. And when I got a cold over here, I was really shocked when the doctor didn't give me anything. She was like, go home, rest a bit, and then drink some tea. I was like, what about the medicine to make me get better? And she said, there was no medicine, bro. But the thing is,
you can always get something at the pharmacy, but you need to pay for it by yourself.
Because it's not really necessary. Like your body can kind of like fight it back if you have enough rest. But the problem is, us Vietnamese just doesn't have time to rest. We have a lot of things to do. We have to work. We have to make money. Life's tough there. People don't pay for us to stay at home when we get sick like over here. So we need like a bunch of medicine to make us feel better quick and then go back to work the next day. Like when German boyfriend got sick, he make a call and they let him stay home. Like he's super honest, so he's only stay at home when he's sick. But like Vietnamese, we only have, I think I have like 6 or 10 days of sick days at 10 per year. And even when I take it, if I take full 10 days per year of sick day, my company would be like, she's too sick to work. Let's not have her the next year anymore. So that's why we kind of had to take a lot of medicine to get over the cold.
Fun story from the same sickness, the tonsillitis. I came back home to Germany. I was at the doctor, and then he called me sick for like 2 weeks immediately because it was so bad.
Yeah.
And I remember telling Uyen, and then she asked like, oh no, so you cannot go to work?
No.
Should I send you money?
No, because I thought he would get fired immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
2 weeks of, if you stay at home for 2 weeks in Vietnam, you better be in the hospital having like life-changing surgery or something like that. There's no way you're staying at home for tonsillitis.
Yeah, this is why you need to take so much medicine over there, because you just suppress your symptoms and go to work.
So next thing, let's go to a stomachache. How are you going to treat a stomachache, sir?
Tea. Fennel, anise, cumin tea.
Okay.
It works like a charm, even for Uyen. And how do you say, a hot water bottle?
Oh yeah, that one works very well. I like it. And then you have like something like a very 2 times baked bread, which is crazily hard.
Oh yeah, you can also eat that, but I think it's more like if you have diarrhea.
Oh really?
Or like when of course. Like it's easy to digest, so you can also take it when you have stomach.
What do you mean easy to digest? What easy to digest for me would be like a porridge when you like completely cooked everything to swallow. For them,
you can also
the
make
thing
a porridge.
easy to digest over here is like an insanely hard bread that is baked 2 times. You can barely bite on it. When you bite on it, either your teeth fall out or that thing fall out, and you swallow it. And they said it's easy to digest. I have no clue.
It is easy to digest. Once it's in your belly, it's easy to
swallow.
Yeah, exactly. You should not eat that when you have tonsillitis or something.
Okay. In Vietnam, if we have stomachache, first of all, we put on mint oil. We have this herbal oil for everything. It's green and it's like it smells like mint. we say tiger balm. When you put it in your belly, it burns your belly. It makes it hotter. So you feel a bit more comfortable. But it's nothing compared to the warm bottle. That trick is awesome. Thanks to German boyfriend, I didn't know. So basically, it's the same thing, but we kind of believe that there was some herbal stuff that's going to go through our skin and get into the stomach somehow and fix the problem. So that we use a lot. And then we eat a lot of porridge as well, like chicken porridge with rice, so that we can digest it easier. And then we eat a lot of ginger. And curcuma is believed to be very good for stomach ache, so we just eat a lot of curcuma. I know because I do have a lot of stomach ache in general since I moved to Germany. First of all, because of the stress of moving to a new country, I have stomach ache for a year.
Yeah, but also because of
and then the cheese and the lactose and stuff. At first, I was trying the Vietnamese stuff, like all of the remedy that I have in Vietnam. But apparently, the stuff that German boyfriend teach me, the tea and the warm bottles and the stuff like that, it actually works very well. Except the 2-time baked bread. That one I would not recommend. Okay, so how are you gonna fix a backache? Go to a chiropractor, maybe?
Yeah, like you can go to the doctor, of course, and ask for physiotherapy. Yeah, you can also do that. But yeah, I mean, that is some very long-term help.
Yeah.
Of course, that is a good option.
Change your mattress, maybe. Taking care of what you're sleeping on.
Yeah, like at least thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's true. But like, one time I had pain in my lower back, and then I went to the physiotherapist, and it was actually very good. And he basically just fixed my posture.
Yeah, was a good chiropractic, I would say. In Vietnam, when you have backache, the first thing is you turn around, you lie on your belly, and then you ask your family member to beat the shit out of you. Just like... literally like this. You're just punching the back. This is the back. And then we just punch on it.
Okay. And then second step is someone walking over it?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we walk on it. If you are not that heavy, normally a child would walk on your bike and we believe that it helps like you to relax the thingy. We have a lot of massage parlor in Vietnam. Why do you think we have that? We just love having someone to like punch our body, and we believe that it would help relieve all of our back pain and stuff.
I'd rather eat some zwieback.
Oh no. And like it was such an intense walk. Do I remember at that time when my father or my grandma was like having backache or stomach ache, they would make me like punch their back for like an hour. I was like working so hard, and I don't think it worked at all, but somehow everybody just do that. And then paracetamol, a lot of medicine very quickly as well. And then we also have acupuncture. You know, what's the acupuncture?
Yeah, like a needle.
Like a needle, and then we just like put that into your back. But I don't think it works at all, you guys. I don't think if there's any like scientific proof that it works, is it?
It's alternative medicine. I think it won't. I think I would not just rely on that. Okay.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, how's it gonna help you? Like, there was a needle, you plug it in your body. What is it going to help with that?
Well, the theory behind it is that there are certain points that are connected like with your energy system or like with your whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they might help. Like I remember...
Release your energy or like... Okay.
Or like the lymph. Yeah, like lymph nodes. Or nerves or something like that.
Okay, no, I'm not a fan. I am very not a fan.
Yeah, you're not a fan of needles, so I'm not very surprised.
Yeah. Okay, so how would you treat a headache here? Let me just tell you guys something interesting about headache that I just learned only after I moved to Germany. One of the reasons you might have headache is because you didn't drink enough water. And when you don't drink enough water, your brain shrink, you guys. Like, it's like there's not enough water in your brain. It shrink, and then it's like getting smaller, and it's literally pull into your scalp, your skull, and that's how you feel the pressure, and that's how one of the reasons why you have headache. I didn't know that. I don't drink water often in Vietnam at all. because we don't really like heard everybody say like drink a lot of water over there. So I didn't know that.
I mean, like the whole thing with the shrinking of the brain, that's the reason why you die after 3 days of not drinking anything.
Really?
Yeah. Because like your brain gets so small, it pulls so much on the skull that the skull implodes.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, this is also how I would treat it. Like, first thing is I would tell you to drink. Drink. And don't just drink one sip. Uyen is actually, I don't know, Uyen has some genes of like a camel or something. But Uyen, sometimes we are out and we didn't bring something to drink. And then she's like, I need to drink something. I'm dying. And then I need to buy a water for six euros somewhere. I give it to her and then she drinks literally one sip.
The thing is,
sometimes two.
The thing is, when we're outside, if I drink too much, I will feel like I need to pee immediately. And sometimes when we're outside, there's no place to pee. It stresses me out.
So that is the only reason why you're not drinking more.
If I drink more than 2 sips and walk at the same time, I have stomachache. So,
but like seriously,
and then nobody punched my back for me. So like it's really hard.
Next time we place you on the grass and I walk over you.
Yeah, but
I remember that.
I mean, thanks to German boyfriend, I learned that we have to drink water often. I try to drink more water now. Not as much as I wished for, but I'm trying.
Maybe I should go to Vietnam and teach more people that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they would be happier.
Is that the only way to treat headache over there? Do you do anything else as well?
You can add oil onto the how is the place called?
Temple.
Temple. Oh yeah, temple. Yeah, that's that.
I learned it from romantic novel. They always mention it. He slowly put his lip on her temple and placed a gentle kiss. And I was like, temple, like in the pagoda? I have to Google it to know where is the kiss come from.
I actually, when I read that for the first time, I thought it's like a poetic way to say something sexual. Her temple.
I thought it was like maybe in the middle of the eye or something, and they said it looked like the temple. But no, it's like over here on the other side of your head.
Yeah, but you can apply like mint oil there.
Yeah.
And on your neck, and that actually helps. Like I'm often suffering from weather change headache, and with that it actually helps. I thought it's just talking, but no, I tried it out and it really helped me. And now in DM, that's a German drugstore. They're even selling like a roll-on, and then you have a roller ball in there, and they have like several oils in there, essential oils, and then you can just roll it over your temple and your forehead and your neck, and it really, really helps. And if that's not working, then you have to take a painkiller.
Yeah.
Or you sleep if you have a possibility for that.
In Vietnam, we do obviously the head massage.
Someone walks over your head.
No, they punch your head.
Punch your head. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know if you guys are listening to like something like Spotify, you cannot see it. But for someone who's seeing it, we do like, we first massage the temple and then we go to the middle of the head. We do that and then we pull out the hair too, like poop, 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 poop. Sometimes
ripping out someone's hair sounds like a good.
Like neck and head massage, we do that to release the tension.
Of the guy who's punching, right? That guy is relieving his tension.
Then we also immediately have some painkiller, antibiotic if needed. It's like,
I would take the painkiller before the guy starts punching.
What about a hangover? How would you treat a hangover, sir?
Germans don't get hangover.
Really? There is actually hangover medicine in Vietnam, since we actually drink a lot. Vietnamese drink a lot, so they sell hangover medicine so that they can just get up the next day and work. Actually, I don't drink that often, so I also don't know how I would treat a hangover. But normally in Vietnam, I saw a lot of people get up with a hangover and they start eating chicken porridge. Because it's like, It's warm, it's hot with a little bit of like leek inside or like green onion. Make you feel like...
It's like when we were in Korea and they had that hangover soup.
Exactly. In Korea, they even have a soup called hangover soup. That was so funny. And it's basically just like a bowl of, I would say, beef bone with broth, which is super sticky, like a lot of collagen.
Yeah.
And it's crazily hot too, with some rice.
That was good.
I didn't have a hangover that day, but I do feel sober. I was like, damn, what's in this thing?
Well, I actually have a tip, but to prevent the hangover. Because like when you were drinking alcohol, at the end you should always, of course you should know your limit. And then when you know you're going home or something, like the last hour before you go to sleep, you should just drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
And because your body gets dehydrated by the alcohol, and when you rehydrate with the water, then you probably don't have any problems on the next day. It works pretty well for me.
You should just drink water all the time, like drink a bit of alcohol, then a bit of water. Yeah, I have a tip to prevent a hangover. Just don't drink. Because
that's a very good tip.
It's just not fun to be drunk. Like whenever I drink, when I was younger, when I was like 6 years ago, 20, something like that, I would drink. I would at that time, I was very into going to the clubs and then have a little bit of a drink with friends. I couldn't drink much anyway. I just need to have 1 bottle of beer, 2, and the next day I'm already super, super tired. But I hate the feeling of being drunk. I feel dizzy. I feel like I want to throw up. I feel tired.
That's why I say you need to know your limit.
Yeah,
you should go tipsy and that's enough.
It's really, really hard when you go tipsy, honey. It's like people just don't know when they go tipsy. They're like, oh, I want to have one more drink. And then I would feel even better.
Yeah. And then you need to feel the hangover afterwards so that at the next time you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was too much.
I have not been tipsy for 6 years and I just don't feel the enjoyment.
You have been tipsy.
Since when? One time German boyfriend was so tipsy he started eating my hair. I will never shut up about that.
You always talk about that.
I find it super funny. He was
just
on
found
the bed
it funny
and
too.
he's like, sweetie. And he just eat that. And I will never,
yum, yum.
ever not mention that.
So diarrhea you treat by eating a lot of pretzel.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Whether the crunchy ones that you buy in a packet
to fix diarrhea?
Or saltlets, that it's very easy to digest.
This country, and every time you have stomach problem, just eat more bread. Do you see the logic, honey? It's just bread and bread and bread.
And tea.
You think bread is actually fixing all of that?
No, you need to have the right one, like pretzel. Okay. Or Laugenstange.
Oh God!
And there, when I was very young, then the doctor even still said that you should drink Coke.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a real Coke with a lot of sugar?
Coke with sugar, yeah. But I think they dropped that part.
Yeah, what the hell?
I think I was sometimes just telling that I had problems.
No!
When I wanted to drink Coke.
No!
Because I was usually not allowed.
In Vietnam, every family has the medicine to stop the diarrhea at home. Because it happened quite often.
Really?
Everybody has it. It's called Vetnam.
Thought you guys are kind of immune against that.
Well, but we eat a lot of stuff that might give us diarrhea. So always have to be sure. And we do that. We use that medicine a lot. And my mom, every time I travel, mom is like, buy one of them and bring it with you. You never know.
Yeah, it's smart. You don't want to be on public transport or somewhere and then not having a toilet around. So I think that was it as an insight of the comparison from...
We chose a very tasteful last topic to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast so far. Thank you guys very much for listening to our episode of our podcast, Cuddles today. And we will see you in the next episode then.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Culture Cuddles is produced by Yilmaz Hummel for Uyen Ninh and her German husband-to-be. To submit your own story for the podcast, go to culturecuddles.com.